Hi, I'm Chad with Mastercam, and in this video, I want to show you how to optimize the way you use Dynamic Transform. Starting in Mastercam 2020, the Dynamic Transform Gnomon responds to the 2D, 3D construction plane switch. This expanded flexibility helps us to achieve the same transform results we expect in fewer clicks than ever before. In this example, I have imported a model of a flathead cap screw. The prepared stock for the Formula SAE upright is held to the fixture with 4 of these flathead cap screws. Accurately locating these screws is important because we will be using the bodies as avoidance geometry throughout the programming of the upright. The first transform I need to complete requires me to move the screw in X, Y, and Z, so I need to make sure the 2D, 3D switch is set to 3D. In the Transform tab, I'm going to select Dynamic. I'll select the screw I want to move and press Enter to end my selection. The Gnomon position should be at the arc center of this edge on the geometry. I want to make sure the screw is moved and not copied, so I'll confirm that I've selected Move as the method. I could move the screw along each axis individually, but to save time, I'm going to grab the gray sphere at the center of the Gnomon, which will allow me to simply drag and drop it into place. If I'm having a hard time selecting the final location for my screw, I can toggle my view to translucent to make it easier to see. Now that the first screw is successfully placed, I just need to copy it to the other hole locations. Since this means I only need to move the screw in X and Y, I can use the new 2D Dynamic Transform. First, I'll turn off level 1 and turn on level 3 so that I can see the remaining 3 holes. I'll set the 2D 3D switch to 2D and enter Dynamic Transform again. You'll notice that the Dynamic Gnomon is missing the Z-axis. This is because I set the 2D 3D switch to 2D. Being able to lock my transform in X and Y movement only means that I can select any geometry as my to and from locations, and I know I don't have to worry about my geometry moving in Z at all. It seems like a simple thing, but it makes performing functions like transforms much faster and more efficient. I'll select the arc center at the top face of the screw as the origin for the Gnomon, and I'll change the type to multiple so that I can complete the 3 transforms that I need in one operation. Just like I did before, I'll select the gray sphere and select the arc centers of the 3 locations I want copies of the screw to be moved to. I can close the transform dialog now that my 4 screws are correctly placed and I'm ready to start programming. Being able to quickly switch between 2D and 3D when using Dynamic Transform makes it extremely efficient when you need to perform model manipulation tasks like this. If you find that you don't like 2D Gnomon functionality in your workflow, you can disable it as well. Simply right-click on the center of the Dynamic Gnomon and uncheck the box next to Change Gnomon Style based on 2D, 3D C-plane.